Badgers and Buckeyes get it on at the Shoe on Saturday night in a primetime ABC affair. We got Steve Merrill on the line from Wager Talk. We would invite you to head on over to Wager Talk for all your betting needs, not just the lines on the games and advice, but also money management there with Steve as well. Major League Baseball, the NBA, college football, and the NFL. Wisconsin, Ohio State, the Badgers, a big 18.5-point underdog at Ohio State. Of course, when it's Bama and Ohio State, these lines seem a bit crazy, but they're huge every week.
Yeah, I think you can make a case you're not going to find a lot of value this season. They're going to you're going to pay a premium, let's put it that way, when you're playing Alabama or Ohio State. I think it's the same thing in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills, who definitely look like the best team. They're the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl. You're going to be paying a premium. But with that said, doesn't mean there's not line value still. In fact, I think there is some value with Ohio State in this game because my power ratings favor them by 22 points. The line opened 17.5. It's up to 18.5 as we head closer to the weekend. But I don't think it's quite high enough. And this is a situation where if Wisconsin gets behind, just don't know if they're going to be able to catch up. Now, I know they're throwing for over 11.5 yards per pass. That is an impressive number, but they've played a very weak schedule. In fact, my power ratings favor Ohio State's schedule by about 19 points stronger so far after the first three games. And that, of course, is because they played Notre Dame at the start. They haven't really been tested since against Arkansas State and Toledo. And by the way, Ohio State is just 1-2 against the number in those three wins. So that's another reason why I think we're actually, in a rare case, are getting some line value here with Ohio State because they haven't been crushing it against the point spread. The public has not made money with Ohio State so far this season. They've actually made money with Wisconsin, who is 2-1 straight up in ATS. Of course, their only real test was Washington State, and they did not look good in that game, losing outright at home as a 17-point favorite back in week 2. So hard to make a case for Wisconsin here, and I think the line is actually a little bit cheap. Ohio State looks like maybe the best team in the country, and this is a spotlight game for them, so I'm not looking to fade the Buckeyes in this one. By the way, just looking ahead, the game that's going to be really tough for them, as all the Buckeye fans probably know right now, is October 8th at Michigan State because Ohio State gets 5 straight home games to start the season. They get Rutgers next week for that 5th straight. Really difficult to make a road debut in October. That's going to be the game they got to be careful with, but I think they get by Wisconsin this week.
Steve is kind enough to deliver his picks of 3 of the biggest games of the week right here at the Voice of College Football. But check out Steve's entire run on college football, the NFL, and all the other sports at wagertalk.com. And also Steve's under-the-radar selection each and every week at the Voice of College Football. But you get that on Patreon. Search Mark Rogers TV and sign up there.